Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never. Your girl on my line right now.
Let me just get the stream up real quick.
All right, Coach. First opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new
Alright, you fuck niggas.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jackson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. They'll run it with Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First carry now. This is Johnson.
Come on, get off the way. You ain't blocking nobody. You just stumbling over air and shit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down.
Ooh.
Small. And this
That should have been an interception.
incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Small. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I just need to finish up a little bit over here.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
This is Coleman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now out comes Minnesota, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down. And that's what...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Don't touch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They begin the drive with Coleman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Detroit. Detroit. Gun. 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 Detroit. 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 Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line.
Bro, get the fuck, bro. Nigga, okay.
I don't know about you, but I can hear.
Oh, this shit.
It's
hilarious.
All the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Fuck out of here, bro.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Small, dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run. And
this animation should kill me, fam. Like, I don't.
Blitz that time, and I thought they
Why?
were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Oh, they come.
On 3rd down, that's Jackson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. What?
On the run, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Good play.
On the catch and run, 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Coleman now. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
No.
But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Small. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Nice job, nice patience right there.
Hey.
Put him on the right side.
Get out.
Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
No, check, Patriot!
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
All right, nigga. This game is trash, nigga. Come on, bro.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard.
This nigga ready 2.5 seconds and can't call this motherfucking timeout, bro. Throw this goddamn ball down. Fuck.
Our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one out.
Oh my fucking God, man.
At the 34. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble.
This game's so fake, bro.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided to pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stop.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Here's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to get him for a loss of about 3. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Okay.
Without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Small. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
With a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. The quick feet. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Here.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Check, check, check. Motion out of backfield. Motion out of backfield.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Atlanta. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw now on second and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline
get the fuck out of here.
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a
It's
penalty?
not that call pass interference, nigga. Goddamn.
Play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces forward. This one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman.
I'm about to say, come on, call that shit, bro.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. Oh, little 360. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota.
Did you grab the Mickey Mouse bottle?
I didn't grab no bottle. He got one.
You said your friend, no, the Mickey Mouse one with the lid on it.
No, but you gonna have to do something with them drawers right there.
Now they look to pay
Those little, you got to rearrange that shit. Them little makeup and shit fit right in his mouth.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, but.
Throwing on first down. Small. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, that's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Small. Over the middle, complete. That's Chapman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in.
Bro, this game, bro. Come on, bro. This shit trash as fuck. How you call that at the end of the play? How you, bro, come on. What the fuck you want me to do, man? Fuck, for real.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Small. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back to the 33. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Did she go get your bottle? She got to rearrange all that shit. I'm gonna end up killing her.
Vikings on 3rd down.
And you, the
They
nigga.
had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 9.
From the gun, Small. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
What? 9.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Try and push the pile. And he'll take this one into the end zone.
Right there on the bit.
Touchdown. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw. And Jennings has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw. This is Jennings. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Yeah, just whole thing in the mouth.
I'll put it back on. Get that out of the way. No. so much crap. You smell it? Like, do you tell it on me? You better be careful. You feel like your face is
No, I don't know.
but watch it. Hit all the 16. Look, he's a little higher too.